again. Okay.
So what is the Write On? Write On is a feature that allows you to adjust colors. The customer, he sends a PDF to you. When they print it on the envelope, sometimes the paper is more white, sometimes more yellow, and when you print it on the paper you want to, on the envelope, the result is never the same like you see on the screen. And let's say that the customer wants to change the blue. The blue is not correct. It should be different from this. So how can you change this? The customer tells you this is Pantone 300. That's very easy. What we're going to do, we're going to then to go to Write On. Write On. Here you see the spot color list, and you see that the blue, this is the blue that the customer is not happy. So how can you adjust it to the color that the customer wants? You go to the Pantone library list here on the right side, and you see Pantone. Okay, here you have Pantone 300. Now, very easy. I just apply, and now I have here on my screen. On my screen, it's not possible to see, but when I print this envelope again, then the blue has been changed for Pantone 300. But how do you know that the blue is really Pantone 300? Very easy. You have to grab your book with the Pantone colors and actually see if it matches. It's not matching. Okay, then that's not a problem. We print a swatch page. And what is a swatch page? A swatch page is this. This is a swatch page. This is the blue that is not matching with the Pantone book. So with the Pantone book, you can go and see what is the most suitable file suitable color to work with. Go here to in position, and so here, can you see this?
Yeah.
So you grab the Pantone book and you're going to see what is the blue that better matches. And let's say if this is the 300, the Pantone 300, here below is our code 37175. So you go to the file and you're going to type the 37175. 37175. And the color has been changed to the Pantone 300, and you apply, and you know that the customer, when you're printing the jobs for your customer, that the Pantone 300 is being printed. So that's very easy to change. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
And this is everything done with IQ. Sometimes the customer says he doesn't have a Pantone color. He just has. He says, well, the color is not exactly like I want it to, so it's very easy. Just select the color. And again, you just print a swatch page without selecting Pantone. You just select the color, and you will see here. You see, there is another swatch page, and you can do this for every spot color. But what happens often is that the customers, when they receive a file, the logo usually there is an image, so it's not possible to recognize spot colors. So what the customer, if he says, okay, I want to use this to change this or to make a business card, you can actually create a spot color by using the spot color creator. You increase the area that you want to change. You see, this is already starting to get blur. So now I'm going to select the area that I want to make a spot color, and I say generate spot color. I say one spot color, and what IQ is doing based on that area is going to make one color that's going to add here. You see, now I have here, this is the color that I just created.
Okay.
So from here now I can change the color and adjust the color to other applications. Okay?
Okay.
Now, something that we've been talking more and more often is about adding value to the print. And how can you do that? By doing this 3H, of course, but also by adding, for instance, a QR code. This is very simple. A QR code you enter, if you have your page here, you enter the web page, you select the area where you want to have a QR code by just doing this and add. So by doing this, you can, when the customer tells you, I want to print an envelope, you can actually offer him the opportunity to have a QR code for the web page for an extra dollar cent or extra euro cent, something like that. And then you can add here, for instance, you can add information like see our YouTube page or see our summer promotion, or you can do everything you want to here. As long as you have a web address, you can add it to QR code. And the most important thing also, is also, you can export it. You can export your QR code for other printers, for other applications. So this is also the IQ allows you to actually generate money by creating QR codes. Okay?
Yeah.
Good. And you can very easily just adjust the size or just place it. And you do apply all pages, and there you go. Last thing, and also very, very important, and this is the newest feature, is the variable data. So I'm going to select another file. I'm going to select this file. Okay. So what we want to do, we want to add a field. So I put here the area where I want to add the variable data. I select the size. I want to and the font, everything. And now I need to add a file. So what type of file is it? It's an Excel file. I'm going to show you here database, variable data. Okay. So I have here, for instance, and where is the Excel file? I have here. This is a normal Excel file. So you have here company, you have here, and then you just add here, for instance, and you just select everything here, and by doing this, you have your Excel file, and now you're going to save it as, delimit separated value, CSV. This is the most important thing to do, that you save the Excel file under CSV. That's it. Simple. Okay. Now I'm on my IQ, and I'm going to get the database customer CSV file, and now I have it here. I'm going to add it to my variable data area, and now I can say how is the layout of the field by doing this. One, I want here the company. Here I want attention, and then here I want name, and here I want surname.
Well, how do you know this variable?
Because the one is the first row. So
okay.
So in the beginning. So here, let me just go back. I'm going to the Excel file, and the Excel file is here. So here I have the number 1, this is the number 2, this is the number 3,
okay.
Surname 4, number 5, and so on.
Okay.
And when I save that, then I select the CSV file, and I'm going to add it here. have it here, and you can also, just a moment, and it's a variable data. I first select the field where I want to have the variable data, and then I select the file where I want with the information, and I add it to IQ, and by adding it, now I have here all the fields from the Excel file, and now this is where I'm now going to enter each field. So company, attention, to surname, and you see here this is very easy to address to, or actually I want here, and okay, postcode. Okay, do you understand how it is?
Yeah.
So by doing this, now I do ignore first row, and I have here Xanthi Corporation, Tension Michael Lopes, Martin van Duiven, the Netherlands. And I have record count. It gives me the number of addresses I have to print. And this is everything done in one go. So when you're printing the envelopes, you're printing the variable data and the logo and everything in one single.
How is the second envelope coming?
So with the second envelope, then we'll show. You see, by doing this, I select here one print, and when I select variable data, this is going to print as many records as there are on the Excel file. So if the Excel file has 500 addresses, by printing this file, it will extract all the 500.
But you have to put it in the record counts, huh? You have to put the number in record counts?
No, this is automatically counting on the Excel file. It says how many records are there on the Excel file, so you know how many you're going to print.
Okay.
Okay.
What is a record count then? What is what is the actually use of record count?
The use is that you know how many prints you. Let's say if the customer sends a variable data file with 427 record counts. What I suggest to do, then you go to printer settings. You say 427 envelopes I'm going to print.
Okay.
I'm going to job cost. I see how many is going to cost me to do those prints, and now I know how much it's going to cost me because I saw here it was saying 427, and now I'm going to print this file, and I know how much it's going to cost me.
For a record count is number of the envelope with the different.
The number of fields that number of lines of rows. This is the number of rows.
What is the where are they on the envelope? I can.
So when you open your Excel file.
Okay. Oh no, I understand.
One row, two rows.
Okay.
So if I have this like this, I'm going to just actually do like this. Okay, and now I'm going to save like CSV, and this, save, yes, okay, yes. Okay, close. Now, if I'm going to select now that file, see how many record counts did?
Okay, it's automatically is coming. This
yes,
thing.
Because it's going to count how many records are there in the in the Excel file.
I got it.
Okay, this is one part of the variable data. The other part is like if you wish to do to print something like this. I'm going to put here color, live, so NCR paper. There you go. See? This is something that nowadays with offset, people don't want to make books because everyone is doing digital. But there is still some people that want to have invoices or wants to have NCR paper to, that you write on the first page and then it will go to the next page. You know what I mean, NCR paper?
Yeah, but I don't understand what is the differences in these 2 pages.
These 2 pages.
Just I saw the number. I saw the invoice number. There are differences.
But that's a field I'm going to actually to delete because I used this with my previous slide. So this is exactly this. This is my artwork.
Yeah, same.
It's exactly the same. So by doing this, what I'm going to do is on every A4 page, you see here A4. I'm going to print 2 times. So I don't want to cut paper into A5, but the customer wants to have an A4. So what I'm doing, I'm going to do this, or actually if the customer says, well, can you do that, I can actually come to, let's see, I can actually do these 2 rows. I can change the file by this. And now I'm going to change the image by doing this. And now I'm going to make 2 rows. Columns, 1 column, yes. Row, 2 rows. Okay, you see? Now I'm having actually, now I changed my artwork. Now I'm having an A4 page, and on printing, if the customer wants this size for the NCR paper, all I have to do is go to so this is blind, that's fine. Now I need to go here. This is also okay. And I'm changing. I'm going to give the numbers to the invoices. So I'm going to open a field here, and I'm going to say I want here to start with number 1. I want it to stop in 1,000, and here I want to start to be number 1, number 3, number 5, 7. So I'm incrementing it by 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to add here the number 1, and then that's how it starts. But sometimes people want to have here more numbers, so I can add my padding by doing this, padding 5, and I have here 5 numbers. You see?
Yeah.
And now I'm going back to my file, and I'm going to go to the other field, and I'm going to do here the other sequential part of the thing. So number 2 and add. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So actually, the customer can print this in one go without going to other process by numbering it, and can do short runs, and then actually the customer can go to general information and say number until 1001, and then gives here the 10th of July, and by saving this, when your customer is calling you again, oh, can you make me some more, another 1,000 invoices, and it's very easy because you save to the file. You have the file here, and when you go back to the variable data, you know where you have to start. So this is done in one go. And how much does it cost? Very, very little. Have a look. 1,000. It's very, very little. So this is how it works. Okay?
Okay.
What happens when there is more features coming on? Then you will see here new features coming on. But sometimes the features are not very easy to understand. Well, they are actually easy to understand. But if the customer wants to know more how to work with it, then on IQ, the help button, there is user manual, and you will see the manual of the IQ. And you can see, for instance, if you go to variable data, and then you see here explains how to you see how to actually use the variable data by explaining and by giving images. And this is also useful when you have customers that are far from your location, so you can actually tell them to go to help manual and to look how it is explained, so they can actually themselves go ahead and do the modifications and the job. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Any questions?
No, not so far. No.
Not so far.
No.
I only have another two things to add
Okay.
to this. Is something called hot folder. What is a hot folder? A hot folder is a way for the customers to better and quicker send the files to IQ with some settings. So let's say that you have a customer that does C5 envelopes often. What you can do, you can create a file, just a map, just by saying C5. There you go. And then you can tell to IQ that you'd like to edit some job settings. So what you're going to add is a new preset. You're going to give it the name C5. And now you can see here, you can you can select here the printer settings by selecting resolution. When you select Illumina, now you select here the 600 by 1200. You want to keep job after print for other times if the customer calls you again. The job color is color. That is paper source. You always want to print the envelopes from the multi-purpose tray. You want, because it's an envelope, you want to add here a setting for an envelope of 200 GSM. So you select here this. You want to do the 3-edge print. Yes, of course. And now you want screen control. You know this is a job that requires low toner coverage. So you can actually, you know that the best result is 95 LPIs. And the imposition, well, you know, this is a C5, so it's very easy to, you just select this one and that's okay. Apply, okay. So now we have a preset. How am I going to use that? I'm going to go to hot folder. I'm going to select my map that says C5, okay. And now what I just did, my preset C5, I select OK. And you see here, now I have here my hot folder.
Okay.
How is it going to work? I grab my file when I receive from my customer. I send it over to my map, and it goes to IQ under that format that I set, that I preset. So every time that I'm sending every type of job to C5, then I'm sending all the files under those settings.
That you standardize your printing setting.
So I standardize the settings for this folder,
Yeah.
and now what I can do.
Or your presetting things.
Yeah. So now I can have an A4 letterhead. I can have an envelope C5.
Yeah.
And I can have a DL. So I can have a couple of maps. So it's easier for me when I receive the file. I know what type of settings I want for that file, and I send it to the correct map, and it will come to IQ very quickly. So it saves actually a lot of time for you to go and per job do that again one by one, while you can do it up front.
Yeah, I can understand.
That's very, very nice to save time. The last feature I want to show you is the email settings. So this is a feature that will enable your customer to create an email to receive PDFs, and by doing that and setting it up into IQ, all the files that will come into that email will be directed to IQ. This is like, like Greets here in Holland, that you go online and you fill in a card with your information or something like that. This is something that you can actually not do the same, I guess, because I don't know how do they work, but it's like you can go online or you can send a file to that email address, and the file will come directly into IQ. So the operator just has to wait for the IQ to get the file to get to IQ, and then you can work from there.
But you have to explain again, how do you do that?
So the other email setting,
okay.
Here is where you're going to enable incoming email. The customer will have to create a new email address to receive files. You select everything here, and when you have everything selected, then when the emails, when a file, a PDF
that is a customer email address.
Yes.
Not your email, it's a customer's.
Well, when you have a print shop, shop, they will, or a commercial shop, they will make a new email address for the IQ, especially for IQ, like IQ jobs or online jobs. And every time that an email arrives to that mailbox with a PDF, the IQ will recognize the PDF and will import the PDF from the email directly to IQ.
Okay. You don't need to do anything, you just come in automatically.
As soon as the email arrives with a PDF, with an attachment, then it will get to come to IQ.
Okay, I understand.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you have any questions, you can go always to use a manual or just ask me. And this is it, Reza.
That is fine. Very good.
What do you think?
It's very good. I think it's very helpful, especially about calculating costs. It's very important to actually presetting, standardizing, and then something to do with the color to actually adjusting according to your price.
Yes,
and your customer. That is spot color. Sometime if you want to your customer is very picky and they're looking for a different sort of color. It would be quite helpful.